till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 50-70, Indy. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, Team 6. Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing on first down, Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
White 80, alert. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Ekeler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Jude. Come on, baby. Let's see what you get.
Now Jones. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. Edelman was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Pardon, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 9. Dudes. Check 24. Hey, box drop. Here we go. 50. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And able to haul it in is Kittle. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Detroit.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Yo. Get it.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones operating from the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Touchdown, Detroit. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Broncos, they're just pouring it on in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped. and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger, slant route, caught by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. He'll get the first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. The open man is Westbrook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 51 to Mike. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Jones gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Detroit.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now Jones, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Mike 51. There we go.
Second and 11. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. George Kittle, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. It's caught. Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Sanders, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 7 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Hey, wahoo!
Jones, off play action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll go again to Jones. Down right around the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Detroit, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to take on the Packers.